Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. Quick thank you for my last video, the Should You Buy Commander 2019. That video has been a runaway for me. Over 2,000 views, no dislikes, you guys are loving it. Thank you for support and tons of subs. If you're new to the channel, hello and welcome. So today we're doing a Commander deck tech on Atla, the Nest Tender. This is one of the new Commanders from 2019, which everyone's excited for. It's a Naya theme based around making dinosaur eggs and cracking the eggs and cheating in creatures. It's really fun, it's flavorful. And today we're going with a dinosaur theme. So the Nest Tender is 4 mana, a 2/3 human shaman, with pay 2, tap, create a 0/1 green egg token with Defender. Whenever an egg you control dies, reveal cards from top of your library until you hit a creature, put it into play, the rest bottom of your library in random order. So pretty much we've got a dinosaur theme where we crack these eggs open to cheat in more dinosaurs, and we have a bit of deck manipulation to put the odds in our favour. You can also build this deck, which is what other people are doing, very try-hard sweat. Like we're talking expensive land base, big efficient creatures, mainly Eldrazi or big infect creatures, and try and win there and there on the spot. But that deck is very expensive to put together. So onto the game plan. These are cards that support the deck and everything we're trying to do. Thornbite Staff is probably the best card in the deck by far. It's a very abusive equipment, it keeps coming up. 2 mana equipment, it has equipped creature has pay 2 tap, it deals 1 damage to target creature or player, and whenever a creature is put into a graveyard from play, untap this creature. Whenever a shaman comes into play, you may attach the Thornbite Staff to it. Well, your commander's a shaman, so you can negate the equip cost straight out the gate. In addition, those little 0/1 eggs you're making, well, you can also ping them for 1 if you have to. But it's mainly here for us to untap a commander so we can make another egg. So the game plan is, you equip Thornbite Staff to your commander, you pay 2 mana, tap your commander, make an egg. Sacrifice egg, dash no altar. You get to cheat a creature from the top of your deck straight into play. In addition, a creature died, your egg. Your commander sees it, your commander untaps thanks to the Thornbite Staff. Now you still got 2 generic mana because you sacrificed that egg, and you can use that to pay the cost to make another egg, and away you go. You can get every creature out of your deck if you need to. In addition, we run 1000-year Elixir because it gives creatures with tap abilities haste, which is our commander, and it also can pay 1 to untap target creature, so it gives our commander another use. I've gone with this over Illusionist Braces because I don't like having to pay the equip cost. Kiki Jiki is another big card in this deck. He can make copies of things, mainly the eggs. He can make an egg, copy, and that copy will die in a turn and cheat something in, very simple. But in addition, dinosaurs tend to be pretty good creatures. They're well all-rounded, good abilities, big stats. They do well, they make good tokens. Alright, because our commander does cheat things from the top of our deck into play, deck manipulation is important. So cards like Sensei's Divining Top, we can look at the top 3, rearrange. If there's more than 1 creature in there, we can choose which one's going to get put into play. Cream of the Crop, another great card in this deck. Whenever a creature comes into play, under your control, you may look at top X cards, where X is that creature's power. Dinosaurs tend to be pretty big. If you do, put one of those cards on top of your library, the rest on the bottom in a random order. You can have a big dinosaur into the battlefield, look through X cards, find another dinosaur, put it straight on top, sacrifice an egg, put that creature straight into play. It's very good. Congregation at Dawn is another great card in this deck. You can search your library for 3 creatures, put them on top. Well, your commander cares about creatures on top. Sacrifice 3 eggs, you can put those 3 creatures straight into play. Forerunner of the Empire can tutor for any dinosaur and put it straight on top of your deck. Sacrifice an egg, cheat it straight into play. We've seen this before now. But in addition, it can support the Enrage mechanic and have an infinite loop with Polyraptor, which we will cover later on. We do need sacrifice outlets. There are a few scattered throughout the deck and just combat, but it's nice to have a way to sacrifice the eggs then and then when we need them so we can get more creatures into play. Goblin Bombardment is the go-to. You can just sack anything, deal 1 damage to any target. Great for the eggs, but you can also sack things in response to board wipes or direct removal. Altar of Dementia, a really good card right now because it's seeing a lot of modern play. You can sack to mill. I'm going this now because I'm finding a lot of people, and especially just the commander meta in general, a lot of people are running deck manipulation where they're trying to fix their draws or stack it more in their favour. So having a bit of mill to disrupt that never hurts. Alright, onto the dinosaurs, the big boys. So Karma and Gishath and Atali are the big ones. They all have great abilities and great stats on their own, and we can cheat them to play for free. So the Primal Calamity, untaps all your lands, plenty of keywords, it's a 9/9, it can burn, it can gain life, it can wreck artifact enchantments, does it all. The Sun's Avatar can get more dinosaurs into play, and Primal Storm can cheat things from the top of everyone's library. And since we are altering our deck already, it's not a bad idea. Now, I've kind of divided the dinosaurs into the Enrage variants and the non-Enraged dinosaurs. So Marauding Raptor can make another infinite combo here, like the Forerunner. So It makes our creature spells cost 1 less, which is nice. Dinosaurs are big, fat, thick boys that need reduction. But whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Marauding Raptor can deal 2 damage to it. If it's a dinosaur, Marauding Raptor gets a buff. The main idea is most dinosaurs have Enrage, so you can trigger the Enrage ability straight off the gate, kind of like how the Forerunner of the Empire does. But with Polyraptor, its Enrage ability makes a token of itself. The token has a battlefield, that token is a dinosaur, Raptor or the Forerunner deals damage to it, you make another token, and then on, and then on, and then on. You have an infinite army of tokens. The problem is, you need to stop the loop, otherwise you will lose the game because you can't end it. The Forerunner of the Empire uses the word may, so you can stop it then and there. The Raptor doesn't, so you need a sack outlet to get rid of the Raptor to stop it. But it's a way to make infinite tokens. If they have haste, or you can sack them out to Ultra Dementia or Goblin Bombardment, you can win the game there. So the actual Enraged dinosaurs, Silver Clad, every time he gets hit, each opponent has to sacrifice a permanent. That can be crippling. Trapjaw Tyrant exiles creatures underneath him. When he leaves, they get him back, but great against tokens or just to remove their blockers for a turn. The Apex here, the King of Fighting, a 10/10 that just claps cheeks again and again and again. Little Siege Horn, the 2 mana that can. So the Raptor can kill him outright, so don't do that. But the Forerunner Empires or anything else can hit him for 1 damage. His Enrage triggers, gets 2 counters, now he's a 4/4, then a 6/6. He gets really big, really easy. And you got things like Raging Raptors, which can get you basic lands out of your deck. Ripjaw Raptor that can draw cards. Enrage is a really underrated ability. Now leading into the non-enraged dinosaurs, Wayward Sawtooth, an absolute bomb. A 3 mana 5/5, great stats, it can't attack and block unless you have City's Blessing of course, but it lets you play additional lands, so a bit of ramp there. Regal Behemoth has been errated to a dinosaur, not a lizard. It brings Monarch into the game, which hopefully we'll keep because we've got a better creature board, we can defend ourselves, gives us more draw, and it doubles up our lands, a great card to have. And Rampaging Frostodon. These little guys are 3 mana 3/3 with Menace, players can't gain life, doesn't hurt us too much, but we do have some life gain if we need it. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to that creature controller. Now, that helps us in other huge creature matchups or token decks. Just be mindful, don't play it if you're trying to go infinite with Polyraptor because you kill yourself. But it's good defense against other token strategies. The Verdant Sun gives us a ton of life based on our creature's toughness, can't really go wrong there. We've got Little Sunwing, which makes our opponent's creatures enter the battlefield tapped. We've got Thrashing Brontodon, which offers a bit of artifact enchantment hate in itself. Shifting Ceratops, just really good creatures, it can't be countered, it's pro blue, which is the main thing for our deck. And it can gain any keywords you need. You've got the little Runic here, who can give you draw every time your opponent activates the abilities of a creature or land that isn't mana. And this now leads us into more of just the combat dinosaurs, which are simple but just good beaters. Sky Terror is a 2/2 for 2 with Flying and Menace. That's pretty good all-rounder. The little Snubhorn, a 1 mana 0/3, but once you've got the City's Blessing, he's a 1 mana 3/3. In Commander, City's Blessing is very easy to get. And then you got the big boys. Carnage Tyrant, 6 mana 7/6, it can't be countered, trample and hexproof. That's all you want in life. Then you got Galata, the huge 12/12, which you can cast really easy in this deck with its own reduction built in. And then you have the Primal Dawn. All the keywords slapped onto 1 flying big old dinosaur. That thing alone will clap 2 cheeks at once. We even run Sunblessed Mount to tutor out Huatli, which is a intro deck Planeswalker, but it works well on the deck. It can buff dinosaurs, it can make them deal damage equal to the power of things, and it can just buff the whole team at once. It's very fitting, as flavorful, it works. Alright, now these guys aren't dinosaurs, but they are egg themed and they work for the commander. Nesting Dragon makes a 0/2 dragon egg token through landfall, but when that token dies, you get a 2/2 dragon token with flying and fire breathing. But because it's an egg dying, our commander sees it, we get to cheat the next creature off the top of our library straight in. Very abusive, because we do have a lot of ramps, so landfall is very good in here. Summoner's Egg, you imprint any creature from your hand underneath the egg. So when the egg does die, you get the imprinted creature onto the battlefield, plus your commander's own ability triggering to get another creature off the top of your library. It's a 2/1. Rock Egg, it's already in the commander's deck by default, but it's a 3 mana 0/3 with defending, that when it dies, it makes a 3/3 token and it'll cheat something in thanks to your commander. Good stats all around. Now into draw, Skull Clamp works really well, and it can be a sack outlet if you need it, because it gives a creature +1, -1. Those eggs are 0/1. Equip Skull Clamp to an egg, kill it, cheat something in, and draw 2 cards. Staff of Nin offers nice passive draw, but it can tap to deal 1 damage to any target. Enrage on dinosaurs, simple. Harmonize, just draw 3, I love it. A Guardian Project, every time a non-token is battlefield, and it's the only name of that card, draw a card. Right, onto support. We do have the Huntmaster and the Coal here to make our dinosaurs cheaper, just like the Raptor earlier. That's a good reduction all over the team. And the Huntmaster can give dinosaurs haste. We also run both our booties to protect our commander because people will go for it. Alright, onto removal. When it comes to creature removal, we don't really need anything because our creature side of our deck is really strong, so we should win on the ground pretty easy. It's just more artifact and enchantment hate we need. So Return to Nature and Sundering Growth can hit anything. Sundering Growth does have Populate, which is handy because we're making these token eggs. Decimate hits everything, but remember it has to hit everything. So if you're the only owner of that type, it will destroy yours. Boros Charm can finish a player, protect the board, or give a big old dinosaur double strike. It will push a lot of damage through somehow. The new card Girid's Belligerence is a big burn spell, but every time a thing dies from it, we get to populate. Our little token eggs there, that's more options to cheat things in. Divine Reckoning's my board I've gone with, because we can keep one creature, our commander, and we can kill off the eggs at the same time. And I do run a Savage Stomp because it's a bit of flavorful, direct creature removal with a dinosaur. Ramp is simple, we run Explore, Cultivate, Kadama's Reach. This way we've got more land and a bit of draw. And we run a Burgeoning to play lands on our opponent's turn. We could run Exploration if you've got an extra $40 lying around, but Burgeoning is $30 cheaper. When it comes to our mana rocks, we run our 3 signets for the deck, and we also run Soul Ring, Commander Sphere, which is any color and a bit of draw built in, and Chromatic Lantern to make sure we have all the exact colors we need. When it comes to our lands, we run 4 temples, we run our 3 colored ones, and we run Temple of False Gods because tapping for 2 generic mana fits well with your commander's 2 generic mana ability. We run our 3 body lands, we run Jungle Shrine and Command Tower for a nice even spread. We run Evolving Wilds, Terramorphic and Myriad Landscape to fetch out our basics. And you can see the land base is pretty budget so far. Kessig Wolfrun is a good buff to get the last bit of damage through, and High Market offers us a bit of life gain as a sack outlet when we need it. And to round up, we run 7 plains, 7 forests and 7 mountains, just for keeping the colors nice and even. So what do you think about the Nest Tender? I've gone with a very dinosaur theme, I've tried to keep it as flavorful as I can, and the deck does work quite well. It's the synergies within itself thanks to its own tribe support. Enrage is definitely underrated, I think, Commander. It can do some strong things. We've got a few infinite combos, we've got removal, we've got draw, we've got strong creatures. It's everything you need in Naya. It's a good time. So let me know how you're building the egg commander. If you guys want me to do the real sweaty commander, I will. Just mention down below. And thank you guys. Catch you later. Alrighty, it's that time of the video. We can do a bit of a shameless plug. So thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, please sub and like. It really does help the channel's analytics out a lot. Maybe consider joining me on my other social platforms, where you can talk about anything and everything Magic related. And special thank you to our patrons. They make the channel what it is. These guys are the building blocks for Mana Down Under. They support the channel in many ways. And if you'd be interested in supporting the channel, links are down below and at the end of the video. Thank you, guys.